Zakir, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to explain you how to integrate the type scale in your next design system to make the visual balance and also the hierarchy of the text usage in the projects. Let's start today's tutorial. Here in the type scale we have different types of principles, but I have chosen one single principle, that is the minor third ratio with 1.2 of the value, which multiply with the base font to give the hierarchy of the text for the semantic tags. I'll explain you how we can do that. Let's make our default line height to something 1.5. Cool. Our base font will be a 16. So let's add the base font. Body base is 16. Let's go to typography. So I'm using a typography is font family is a Roberto with the font size of 16 and font weight is a regular. So if you see on the right side in the panel, the font size is 16 but the line height is 19. So how can we make the line height a consistency throughout this all over the typography for the different font sizes? I'll explain you how to do that. So 16 has to multiply with 1.5, so you'll get 24 line height. So this line height will be used for the 16px. If something you want to use for the h6 or h4 tag, you have to multiply with the font size into 1.5. so here I am going to use the semantic tags, title tags, that is h6, h1, h2, h3. so this is gonna be h6. so now this 16px I'm going to multiply with the 1.2. So this will give something 9.2. So these are font size, and if you see the line height is still showing at 24px. So I'm going to change it. So in this minor third ratio, we'll get a decimal value when we are calculating with the base font. So here I want to make the value to round it. Let's make it 20 instead of 19.2, and the line height something like 20 into 1.5, 20 into 1.5, it gives you 30 of line height, and multiply 20 into 1.2, it gives you 24px. Let's change the line height as well, 24 into 1.5, so it gives you 36. So in the same way we have to do for the h4, h5, h6 tags as well. So these are the title tags. So now for the 24 we are going to multiply with 1.2, it gives 28.8, will make the round up to 28, and this 28 into 1.5, this 28 into 1.5, it gives 42 of line height for the h4 tag, and also make h3, this gonna be something like 34. It's morely come like 33.3 or something if you multiply it with 1.2, so it gives 33. Let's round up it to 34. It's up to the requirement. If you want to round up to the lower level, you can do that as well. This is gonna be a 34, so 34 into 1.2. oh, something went wrong. 34 into 1.2, cool, it's giving 40.8. let's make it 40. Let's duplicate it and change this h3 to h2, and our h1 value will get something around 48.8, so that we are going to round up to 48. so it's perfectly got 48. Cool. So now if you see, there is a hierarchy formation in the text. So you can see how the larger text value and the secondary title, third title is have a hierarchy of the font sizes. So here for the first three titles I'm gonna make them a medium weight, and also for the other titles and the body text I'm going to give it a regular. And also for the first three titles I want to tighten the text to make a differentiate between the header and also the content. Let's add minus 30. Cool. So you can see how text is getting tightened to make the title more visible appearance as it's a title. So here I want to add my small body font like 14. So how can I do that? If I want to get a 14 to round up the 14 value, how can I do that? So we have to subtract 1.2 from 16, you will get 14.8. We have to round up it to 14. So this is gonna be used for the captions, for the captions and also for the button text and the text links. So the 14px can be used for this following captions and the buttons and text links. So other thing is I want a smaller text where I can use for the labels. So I want to use the labels, and also for the error state text I want to make it 12. So we have to follow the same rule. We have to subtract it with 1 point minus 1.2, we'll get 12.8. We have to make it 12. Here we are using everything in the lowercase. What if something, the smaller font size want to be appear in the uppercase? So we can do that. Let's duplicate this 12px. Let's add it to a 10px. I know that 10px is very small, but whenever you use uppercase, it's nearly shows a 12px of size. I'll show you that. Let's subtract 1.2 from 12, so it's nearly get 10.8. We'll make it 10. Why I'm round upping this text? Because decimal values is more it's more painful for the developers to use in the decimal values font size. So I'm making them in a roundup so that developer can easily implement the CSS font sizes. Now this will be some small titles, some small titles or else captions. This will be a small caption. So let's make it some uppercase. So this is how it appears. See, I'll put this beside of 12px. There will be a no difference. So the uppercase of 10px will be same like an 12px. So when I increase uppercase for the 12px, it shows a 13px of text sizes. I mean the visual appearance will be a different when you increase uppercase and lowercase for the text. So this is gonna be at 10. So in this way you can make the hierarchy of the text following from the semantic title tags from H1 to H6, following with a body tag, and also the smaller base font for the captions, buttons, text links, that would be a 14, and for the labels and error state you can use 12. Even though you can also use the fonts as 10 for the labels, it depends upon the requirement of the design. So whenever you don't have enough space to showcase the 12 pixel, you can use 10px. I know it's very small size, you can't see, but it's based on the font family. If you're using a better font family, the readability and the legibility of the text will be more showcased in the browsers. So this is how the font family font typeface can be made consistency in the hierarchy in the design systems. If you like this video, please do subscribe and also share, comment this video. Thanks for watching.